2 miles in 2 hours. That's how long it took crews today to move this historic church. This is in Chillicothe, Missouri. It's been vacant for almost a decade.
But the church was built back in the mid-1800s. 41 Action News reporter Mackenzie Nelson explains why crews decided to move the 41-foot church instead of tear it down.
This is the final stretch for the AME church that has traveled through Chillicothe to its final destination right across from the Grand River Historical Society Museum.
2 miles, but the longest 2 miles anything has ever taken before.
The African Methodist Episcopal Church has sat vacant at 202 Henry Street for several years. After more than a century from its construction, it's being moved just a few miles down the road.
It's 150 years of history, and so you don't let that just go.
In 1868, the AME church was built in Chillicothe. It's believed to have been the first located north of the Missouri River post-Civil War.
I'm old enough to remember the congregation of this church when they were together, when they had fun and enjoyment in this church and worshiped and had great fellowship in this church, and were a vital part of our community. So that's exciting.
Daryl Reinhardt has lived in Chillicothe his entire life. His daughter now owns the property the church has been sitting on. After deciding to donate the church to the Grand River Historical Society Museum, it had to be moved.
It cost approximately $127,000.
The museum is still working to raise $55,000 to pay for the move to McNally Street.
We're glad to be able to see that happen to our community.
The original roof was falling apart and had to be torn off, but most of the original work inside of the church will remain.
I have grants written so that we can get the interior of the church put back as close as possible to original.
The first task was getting the church here to its new location. The second will be to raise enough money to restore it. In Chillicothe, Mackenzie Nelson, 41 Action News.